I am so done with the M dash slander, but instead of just ranting about it, I'm going to put on my professor hat for a moment and let's talk about why we probably got here. Also, my credentials, my first published paper from 2009 has 34 M dashes in it. And I do have some theories that are a little more complex than just ChatGPT likes M dashes because humans like M dashes. But at a very basic level, when we're talking about training data for large language models, that's what's happening. But I do think that the M dash is overrepresented in ChatGPT output. And I wonder if the reason for that is because it's so versatile. An M dash can do a lot of different kinds of things. It can connect ideas without a formal conjunction. Sometimes it helps you avoid a lot of messy commas. It also just kind of creates rhythm in a sentence sometimes. Maybe an M dash is a sort of punctuation wildcard, so the model uses it. And this is just a theory, but I wonder if because of this flexibility, a language model intentionally uses M dashes for ambiguity resolution because it can function similarly to like commas, parentheses, semicolons, conjunctions. Maybe using an M dash just like saves a step of having to figure out if it should be parentheses or commas. But the only reason we would even get there in the first place is because M dashes do show up in a whole lot of human writing, particularly casual writing. But it's also true that humans pretty frequently use an in dash where an M dash should go for lots of different reasons, which is something that ChatGPT would not do. So it may very well be that for many people, given their typical reading habits, they see more M dashes in ChatGPT output than they are accustomed to seeing in their everyday lives. But I also suspect that what we're seeing here is a really large dose of confirmation bias. That because of all of this discourse around AI and M dashes, that a whole lot of people who never thought about M dashes before are suddenly just noticing them for the first time. And because they'd never noticed this before, they now think that this is a bunch of ChatGPT written text when really it's just the same old M dashes that have always been hanging around. So, in conclusion, even if M dashes are somewhat overrepresented in AI generated text, they are in no way a signal that text was AI generated. And you will have to pry the M dashes from my cold dead hands.